It happened. SpaceX finally launched their new cargo Starship. Among the other ambitious projects of tech titan Elon Musk, Starship is the most exciting for space enthusiasts. Starship is key to fulfilling Musk's dream to colonize Mars. We all are eagerly noticing the developments that are happening in the project, and we finally have something. It seems SpaceX is finally going to launch the new cargo Starship. Aren't you excited? Want to know more? Stay tuned to find out. Hello guys, welcome to the Elon Musk exclusive. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications to get new updates about technology and development and basically anything around real-life Tony Stark, Elon Musk. Hit the like button to show your support, and today we are going to take a look at the latest update by Elon Musk regarding the launching of the new cargo Starship. So without any further delay, let's start. Elon Musk is working on a vehicle that might revolutionize space travel. The Starship, as it'll be called, will be a totally reusable transportation system capable of transporting up to 100 people to Mars. Elon Musk's private spaceflight business, SpaceX, was founded with the idea of making life multi-planetary. He claims that relocating people to other worlds, such as Mars, may save humanity in the event of a calamity on Earth, such as a massive asteroid hit. Starship is a massive spacecraft on top of a large rocket known as Super Heavy, which is being developed at a Texas facility known as Starbase. Both may re-enter the atmosphere and be reused, lowering expenses. On regular low-cost trips, the complete spacecraft will be capable of carrying 100 metric tons, 220,000 pounds of freight and passengers into space. Starship has a volume of usable space of 1,000 cubic meters, which is large enough to house the whole Eiffel Tower dismantled. Scientists are ecstatic about this. The fact that Starship is planned to be not just huge but also inexpensive to launch is crucial to many of these ideas. Whereas NASA and the European Space Agency, ESA, must pick and choose which missions to support, with launch costs in the tens or hundreds of millions of dollars. Starship's low cost might allow many more missions to be funded, with flights as cheap as $2 million per launch, says Andrew Westphal, a lecturer in physics at the University of California, Berkeley. The low cost of access has the potential to really transform the game for science research. You can imagine privately funded missions and consortia of citizens getting together to fly stuff, he added. Starship also has a significant edge over the Super Heavy lift rockets in development, such as NASA's long-delayed Space Launch System and Blue Origin's New Glenn rockets. The rocket's upper half is meant to be refueled in Earth orbit by other starships, allowing it to devote more of its lifting capacity to scientific instruments rather than the fuel. For example, sending humans to the moon would need 8 different launches, with each successive tanker Starship delivering fuel to the lunar Starship, which then travels to the moon with research equipment and crew. A spacecraft named Arcanum, proposed by an international collaboration of scientists called CONEX, Conceptual Exploration Research, would utilize Starship's heavy lifting capabilities to investigate Neptune and its biggest moon, Triton. Neptune has only been visited once by NASA's Voyager 2 probe in 1989, and there is still so much unknown about it. No one is really thinking on this next level about what Starship may enable, says James McKevitt, a researcher at the University of Vienna and one of CONEX's co-leaders. In March 2022, the world's largest spaceship is set to enter the orbit for the first time. And if all goes according to plan, we'll be one step closer to a future where spaceflight is cheaper and more accessible than ever before. We can learn things about the cosmos that Earth-based observations just can't tell us by sending instruments and people into space. But launch costs severely limit our interplanetary research, because each additional ounce of weight added to a rocket's payload increases the quantity of expensive and heavy fuel necessary to break free of Earth's gravity. More expensive and heavy fuel is required. Sending huge equipment into orbit is considerably more expensive, since it necessitates larger, heavier rockets and consequently more fuel. SpaceX has been a pioneer in the creation of reusable rockets that return to Earth safely after launch. They may then be relaunched several times after refurbishment, lowering the cost of each launch. In 2016, the business started working on a huge launch system that would include a 230-foot first-stage booster rocket, dubbed Super Heavy, and a 165-foot spacecraft, the Starship. Starship is anticipated to be the world's largest and most powerful launch system when completed. The current record holder, NASA's Saturn V, which was used to launch the Apollo lunar missions, was somewhat shorter and produced 7.8 million pounds of thrust during liftoff, compared to Starship's 17 million pounds. Elon Musk has stated that in addition to transporting humans, the spacecraft would also deliver cargo. Cargo transfer with a stronger spacecraft necessitates a distinct setup. Since the dawn of civilization, mankind has been transporting freight. Large amounts of freight must be transported from one region of the world to another as part of global business. In reality, nearly 11 billion tons of goods are transported by ship each year, and that is just by ship. Billions more are transported by air, rail, and road. However, the necessity to convey cargo is not restricted to the planet. When cargo is sent to space, it is referred to as a payload, and it might vary in type. NASA uses SpaceX to carry goods to the International Space Station. Musk has set his sights on the freight transportation industry, which he intends to overhaul. He intends to do so both in orbit and on the ground. The ambitions that Musk has for the spaceship in the freight transport business will astound you even further. The SpaceX is extremely strong. In fact, it is the world's most powerful rocket. The rocket's group of Raptor engines provides 72 meganewtons of thrust. The Starship can transport more than 100 tons of cargo into orbit. With this much power, far outperforming any other rockets, even the Falcon series, the Starship is the freight transportation industry's sweetheart because of its incredible capacity. It has a big capacity, allowing it to accommodate cargoes of various sizes. The payload volume is a gigantic 1100 meter cubed, and it can hold a weight up to 18 meters tall and 9 meters wide, far more than other rockets presently provide. Furthermore, Starship's speed is another X-factor. The spaceship travels at a blazing 1,677 miles per hour, allowing it to traverse large distances in a short amount of time. Even at a far greater orbital height, the Starship claims to be capable of carrying up to 21 tons. That quantity is huge enough to encompass almost every satellite type ever launched, as well as the whole Apollo lunar landing unit. Using a Starship from Elon Musk's SpaceX firm might be the newest mode of container transportation. Having a fixed, predictable amount of space throughout a fleet is exactly what led to the invention of cargo containers, which cut costs across practically all legs of transportation by eliminating the labor-intensive process of loading and unloading individual objects or cartons. Musk has even built his SpaceX Starship headquarters out of repurposed freight containers. To prepare for a journey to Mars, NASA wants to establish a permanent human presence on the moon. The Starship, according to SpaceX, is meant to transport these construction pieces to the moon. The space agency also intends to construct a new space station, although it is too small to orbit the moon. There is little doubt that when it is ready, it will tap on the Starship to lift the station into orbit. NASA has already made a $2.9 billion investment on the spaceship. The US Air Force announced that it is extending a modest development program aimed at using reusable rockets, like those being developed by SpaceX, to carry cargo swiftly to any location on the planet. The experimental military initiative, named Rocket Cargo, will be led by the United States Space Force, according to the Pentagon. The program will investigate and assist in the development of capabilities such as landing a rocket on a variety of non-traditional materials and surfaces, engineering a rocket cargo bay and logistics for rapid loading and unloading, and airdropping cargo from the rocket after re-entry to service locations where a rocket or aircraft cannot possibly land. The Air Force proposed a nearly $50 million budget for rocket cargo in 2022. To continue the study concept work it stated last year with contracts to SpaceX and Exploration Architecture Corporation. Musk stated that SpaceX might launch a dozen or more Starship test flights in 2022. He was expecting the first to happen as soon as January at the time, so the FAA holdup might potentially reduce the number. If the first orbital test flight occurs in March, we should expect many more by the end of the year, and Musk's November projecting of hauling profitable payloads in 2023 may still be realized. From there, Starship might open the door to a slew of previously unimaginable missions. That's all for now, guys. Drop a like if you liked the video, don't forget to share the video with your dear ones. If you have any suggestions, please put them in the comments section, we would appreciate it. Due to the new variant of the coronavirus, we all are currently going through a tough time, so stay safe and keep your family safe. Lastly, please keep motivating us, your appreciation is the fuel to run this channel. Be kind, stay happy, and peace.